Now, as a person who used to be involved with justice, do you think we're ever going to see any?
I actually worry that we'll have to have another revolution for it to ever really see it swing back.
Yeah, the tree of liberty must be watered from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots. Thomas Jefferson, he suggested about once every 20 years or so. We're well overdue, I think. The theme I was hitting on over the past weekend was the question, are we ever going to see any justice? And these are the answers. I think it's going to, I don't know, probably surprise you how many people don't think so. And it is from the ones that are closest to the justice system that don't seem to think so, which is disturbing. Some people are still holding out that Barr might come around, or Durham, and that we will see maybe in the next term, if Trump makes it, they don't steal it from him, some justice. But the cynicism is running high. I'm not immune to that. Of course, I will be pleasantly surprised and pleased if people start getting indicted, but I better throw us a bone soon. So that's a theme. If you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. And of course, contribute. Hit the buttons. You know the routine. And if you can't do anything else, of course, pray for me out there. Okay, I'll see you on the flip side of this. Thank you for stopping by.
We moved about 5 years ago to eastern Washington, so that's the normal half of the state. The People's Republic of Washington is on the west side of the state. So.
And what do you do there? What do you do?
I'm a police officer. So I worked in Seattle for many years. And
did you?
Tapped out. I'm done. Well, over there, they're not even arresting for misdemeanor crimes anymore in Seattle. Yeah. And then they wonder why nobody wants to come visit because you get pickpocketed and mugged and.
Yeah, that was, matter of fact, that was someone reported on that the other day. There's a sort of report on that where they just don't arrest people for burglary now, shoplifting, and all that. They just they don't even bother.
That's kind of why I left. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
How do you? I mean, that's just a breakdown of society.
It is. I think it's finally the pendulum starting to swing the other way. 'Cause even most diehard people, which I think are just people that are say the politically correct thing. But I think even they're getting sick and tired of it.
Do you think the liberals themselves are starting to wake up?
Yeah.
I mean, they stopped. They're tired of stepping over needles and bodies and
people
stepping in crap,
dumps all over, and not even. Yeah, it's just terrible there. So I think it's finally starting to.
Well, I would think people would get tired of stepping in,
But you never know. It could be more of the same.
Here's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton, which is, as you know, good for any crime in the world.
That's awesome.
Now, let me ask you, as a law enforcement officer, yesterday, of course, the IG report came out. And Barr comes out and says, nah, we're not going to do anything to Comey.
That pisses me off big time. Yep. Because one guy doing the wrong thing will make an entire profession look bad. Well, and then you give him a pass on it? Like, come on.
Well, then we go back to, allowing just there's a breakdown all the way down to, don't arrest them from this, that, or the other.
Yep.
Now, there's been talk that, all right, this was the first report out They're letting them go on this for bigger ones down the line. Do you think that's just
I don't know.
You think it's a carrot on the stick? Because that's what people are starting to feel like. It's like, oh yeah, it's coming, but
well, we'll see. Now I've been down here for a couple of days, so I haven't been paying attention much, but I don't know if McCabe's going to get jammed up or not. But so
that's the next test,
right? But
I mean, if they let him off the hook, what I'm saying, how much are we going to take then?
Yeah.
How much? Because it's going to start eroding from him. Because fool me once, Sessions. Fool me twice, Barr.
Yeah. Here's what I'm hoping for, though, is that all the normal people are going to see everything for what it is, and then he's just going to get stronger and stronger. I think the support for President Trump is going to deepen.
On one side it is, and on the other side there is.
Here's how I think. You got the left and the right, and then you got a whole section of the country that's right in the middle. They may lean Democrat, they may lean Republican, but they're not on these extremes like you want to see on TV, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to see this for what it's worth. Even I think a person with a sound mind who's liberal or Democrat is going to say this is no good. This is baloney. So I think it's all coming to a head.
Well, you see my question, right? Which is
mental illness. The whole thing's a mental illness.
Well, I mean,
it has to be.
And what is causing that? Fluoride in the water, the drugs, the propaganda, all of the above?
Actually, I've given this some thought. I think a lot of it is a lot of people don't want to invest too much time and energy into thinking about this. So they'll turn on NBC Nightly News and they'll see. And I think they're just following along, drinking the Kool-Aid, if you will. When you really start getting down into the brass tacks of things and investigating it for yourself, you're going to start seeing what's really going on. But I think a lot of people are just kind of drinking the Kool-Aid. They don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't want to offend anybody. They just want to maintain their average lifestyle. So this stuff just keeps going on. And then the liberals, when they make a policy, if you call bullshit on it, what do? You're racist. You're all those sorts of different stuff. So they just beat you down until you don't want to say anything anymore. And I think.
But isn't that record getting old?
What's that?
Isn't that record getting old? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I think the normal people are going to say this is enough of this. Yeah. I'm not a racist. I don't agree with this policy, and I'm not a racist.
Infanticide,
How
open borders.
How are you going to point a finger at me and tell me that I'm a racist and I want all this stuff? That's not who I am. So that's kind of where I'm at. We'll wait till the pendulum turns. Who knows?
Well, let me ask, where do most of the police, because this is a concern, let's say there is a total break, let's say that there's an economic collapse.
Yep.
There's a complete breakdown of society. We had it here during Katrina, for instance.
Yeah. I think I know where you're going.
Where would the police stand right now? Where would the majority? How do you think? What would happen?
Well, I can tell you one thing. There's a lot of us that I'm not going to go get anybody's guns. Forget it. And open a history book and take a look. Countries that take away people's right to bear arms, see what happens with that. That's the first step. And then what do you have? A national police force. So I think Uncle Barry was trying good and hard to get that pushed along. And a lot of me and my coworkers were just like, this is BS. We're not going to do a national police force.
But what if it came down to your job and you go and get those guns? What would happen?
Well, if I had to knock on your door to come get your gun, I'm going to be knocking. All right, you're not home. Sir, are you going to be home the next half hour? Because we're going to come and get your gun. So just be sure to be home when we're there. That's how I'm going to approach it.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm within policy doing that too. So
I gotcha.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know anybody's going to force that. Yeah. That's wishful thinking on it.
Oh yeah, I can't. I mean, if it comes to a civil war, I can't see them winning at all. At all. I mean,
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Meeting you, sir.
Oh yeah, take a few more cards, pass them out to you guys.
Oh, my buddy will love this card.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Awesome.
Yeah. What do you think happened to Epstein? What's your theory?
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Sure. Come on. Let's go down the list of all the anomalies.
Yeah.
Cellmate taken out the night before, guards fall asleep, They don't do the regular rounds. The cameras go out. I mean, come on.
It's got Clinton written all over it.
Say what?
It's got Clinton written all over it.
Oh, I would think. Well, it's more than. I mean, he had the Rothschilds. He had the royal family was on the plane. John Roberts, the Supreme Court justice, was on Epstein's plane. He had them all. So there are a lot of people wanted him dead. So it's not just the Clintons. I mean, we can go through the whole itinerary of the deep state.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, how many people predicted that this would happen?
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, everybody said he's never going to make it. And he didn't. This is no big surprise, for crying out loud. I mean, come on, how many times can we be fooled? Seriously. And then now we have Barr, which is another head scratcher here. Barr comes out and says, well, I see no reason not to believe he didn't commit suicide. What are you? What? I mean, what? How do you say that? How do you say that? I mean, once is a coincidence. Well, once is an event. Twice is a coincidence. 3 times it's a conspiracy. So you got 20 different things that went wrong with the whole Epstein thing. I mean, there's no way that wasn't murder. No way. How you doing, ladies?
How much?
Oh, whatever you want to put in, I don't care.
Absolutely.
$1 or $200. I'm not greedy.
Sounds like a Democrat.
I know. Where are you guys from?
Texas.
Texas? What Texas gals?
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a picture of the two of you together. Come on.
All right. Exactly.
Burn that.
There you go, sir.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you try and burn it? Why don't you come back and try and burn it?
Here, I want to get
All right. Mega! And here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton for the two of you, which is good for any crime in the world.
You are my favorite so far, met here. What's your name, sir?
Badass, Uncle Sam.
My name's Abby. It's nice to meet you.
Abby, pleasure to meet you. Indeed.
I'm glad.
So you guys think we're ever going to see any justice? Or is it
Oh,
just,
absolutely not.
you don't think so, huh?
Absolutely not. No.
You have
She's untouchable.
You don't have any trust in Barr at all?
I mean, I have trust, but I just don't ever think it's going to happen. People still think, women my age still think she's a feminist and she's good. She's not. She's
Really?
absolutely terrible. But she did Monica Lewinsky. That's not feminism.
Yeah.
Buried that girl.
Yeah.
And protected her predator husband. No.
Yeah. There's a lot of cynicism going around, you know.
I mean, I hope Trump can get something done. I vote.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, just with the fact, the IG report just came out and Barr again just went, yeah, but I'm still not going to prosecute Comey, even though he's, blatantly committed crimes. So it's kind of like, and now they got this carrot on the stick. Well, there's more coming out, then they're going to go ahead and prosecute him. Oh, well, okay.
No.
You don't think so?
You hope. I hope. But I would put money on it.
Hope makes for good breakfast and a lousy dinner, though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you see a breakdown in the whole civil society now?
Absolutely.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Now, as a person who used to be involved with justice, do you think we're ever going to see any?
I actually worry that we'll have to have another revolution for it to ever really see a swing back the other way. Hopefully not. Hopefully there would be a peaceful swing back the other way. But I'm just not sure.
If we're going to look at history, it usually comes to.
Yeah, it kind of does, unfortunately. And I was thinking about that yesterday. I wonder if we can ever have a peaceful transition back to a more stable.
I mean, there's a lot of cynicism because, even yesterday, or the other day, the IG report comes out and then Barr just goes, nope, I'm not going to go ahead and, it's like, and then of course they put the carrot on the stick and go, well, there's more coming out.
Right.
That's when we'll go.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
kind of disgusted with it all. But anyway. pleasure to talk to you.
My pleasure. And here's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton for you. It's good for any crime in the world. Check out my YouTube channel, the back. You see a lot of the discussions I have out here. You can get a lot of my designs in apparel. They come with a trigger back guarantee. Yeah. You don't trigger a liberal, you get your money back. You know. How long you been out of the force now?
It's right there at Katrina.
After Katrina?
Right there at Katrina, yeah.
Do you see a breakdown in society right now?
Oh, yeah. Completely.
Yeah. I just spoke to another retired police officer. Same thing. But let me ask you, a guy who has been in justice, do you think we're going to see any justice at all? No. Damn, I hate to hear the cynicism. You don't think so?
No, I think what's going to happen it's going to get worse.
Is it? Revolution?
I think that's where we're headed. Keeps on going the way it's going.
You're not the first one to tell me that. I hear that.
I got my bug out kit, put that way. We go north, south, or we gonna go. If it gets bad enough, we just steal a boat somewhere in Florida and haul ass across the ocean. Because I can't afford to buy one.
Got mine picked out.
Get your boat picked out.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on it. Yeah. It's getting stranger and stranger. I mean, you know, yeah. The IG report came out, and then Barr says, no, I'm still not going to do anything with Comey. And then, you know, the pundits are coming out saying, yeah, but there's more coming out. Just wait. He'll get his. And it's like a carrot on a stick. It's like, okay, how long are we going to wait? We didn't see anything with Cosby. We didn't see anything in Fast and Furious. We didn't see anything with the Lois Lerner. We didn't see anything with anything. You know, Clinton with the
Russia's interference.
Well, I mean, of course, all countries interfere, but not to the extent that they're, of course not.
It was very sophisticated how they did that. I didn't realize how it was still hard to grasp how sophisticated they got with it.
I know.
They were actually showing, like towards some blacks population, showing them videos to make them mad at their own party.
Well,
but not to vote for Trump.
Right.
And I mean, you think, okay, why would they show this and point them this way when you need to be pointing them that way? And I don't know why they did it, but they steer them the way they went on Facebook. Facebook did. And that's what society brings society down. Social media. We didn't have that shit when we grew up.
I know. Well, I wore my tinfoil hat all during the election, so the beams couldn't get into me. They bounced right off of me, so I couldn't read.
Yeah, it's the computers. We have gotten so technical.
Well, actually, that's not for a fact. I mean, there's Roger Epstein, who's a expert in the whole psychology of the how Google, Facebook, Twitter can actually guide people's. They change 15 million votes without the whole, And that's one of the things I'm kind of like pissed at Trump for. Is like, why hasn't he done anything about the censorship on the internet that's going on? Because it's blatant censorship. They're blatantly holding conservative voices back.
Let's see, right now, they know more about you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get on your phone and look. Say, just look up baseball caps. Or looking at, baseball caps or tools or whatever you want to Google. And then get on a different app. and see what your advertisements are going to be.
Look, I'll give you one that really scared me. I was just passing by Best Buy one day. I said, I'm going to go get some cheap earphones for my phone. So when I went in there, I'm walking around and I'm looking at different products, and I pick out a pair of cheap earphones. I paid in cash. I get home the next day, what's showing up as advertising, the things I was looking at Best Buy.
Amazon's already got that capability too. They actually have a store, concept store. You walk in, facial recognition, everything you put in your cart, it puts into your car. Everything you put something in the buggy, when you take it out, it knows you took it out. And you can walk around the store, take things in and out all day long.
Well, pretty soon we won't even need cops. They'll just go ahead and look at the,
You're going to be a criminal, so we'll go ahead and lock you up.
Well, here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Thank you.
Which is good for any crime in the world, as you know.
I appreciate it.
All right, sir. Now, let me ask the two of you. You think we're ever gonna see any justice coming from Barr?
Maybe.
There'll be justice in the very end.
Well, amen to that. We know that. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But here's the thing, is that it's what I'm expecting out of his second term. I'm expecting her to go to Gitmo Bay along with Bill and the Obamas. At least that's what I'm hoping happens. And to charge treason.
Yeah, but hope makes for a good breakfast and a lousy dinner. I mean, we have the IG. We kept on hearing when the IG report comes out, then the indictments start. Well, the IG report comes out, and Barr goes, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Comey's not the hook. Yeah, all right. And then now we're hearing, well, when the second IG report comes out, then we're going to see some of that.
But here's the problem that they did with Trump when he's running. They used the Department of Justice, CIA, the FBI, and all the other resources. To keep him out of office, and he didn't rely on any of those reports, any of the news stations. He relied on military intelligence.
Yeah, indeed.
And he had the correct intelligence.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed, the military is all behind him.
But Hillary can build the spies, the military.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll never be liberal.
I would imagine not.
I explain this to him. I go, conservative. I'm conservative. If I see a person in need, I'm going to help them. I'm going to reach in my own pocket and help them.
Yeah.
If a liberal sees a person in need, they're going to reach in my pocket to help them out.
Yeah, indeed. Do you think we're going to see any justice? Nope.
I say that people are going to have to rise up.
I hear that over and over again, especially from people that have been in the system, former law enforcement, former prosecutors, people that are in the government and whatnot. Almost all of them say that, it's going to take a revolution.
We don't want it to.
Oh, of course not. Nobody wants to see that happen. But if history is to be the judge... I beg your pardon? I don't even know that lady. I never even saw her. Yeah, well, nice talking to you. Very good language.
What did he say? What the hell is this?
I don't know. He said I owe that lady an apology. I never even saw her before in my life. And even if I did her apology.
Probably offended by the hats.
Yeah, well, they can go to hell for all I care.
Yeah.
I'm not out here to be kind to these idiots. I'm just sorry, I'm not.
Well,
if we're going to have a revolution with them, what am I supposed to do? Be polite as I, mow them down?
You can't be.
No, they take politeness as a weakness.
Yeah.
So, to hell with them. Yeah.
Hopefully we won't be speaking Chinese by then.
No. Yeah, I don't know. You retired now? From what?
I worked in psychiatry.
Really?
At the VA.
At the VA? Really? Yeah. A couple came by. I love this. Right. You ought to be in jail. I said, for what? For a lot of things. Be specific. And then the woman goes, well, he's crazy. And I go, oh, so you're a psychiatrist? She goes, yes. I go, well, then explain to me like a 5-year-old, what is his symptom? What is making? She couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, okay.
Yeah, we can list 100 reasons she should be in jail.
Oh, God, yes. God, yes. God, yes. As I say, I mean, even this morning, I got more information that came out, the IG report, about Strzok and Page and all the things. Who cares? Quit rubbing it in our faces. Just do something about it.
That's what I say every day.
I mean, if I have to listen to Hannity go tick-tock one more time, I'm, good God. Like you say, it's going to take a revolution. Yeah, take one. It's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton. As you know, good for any crime in the world.
Thank you.
If you'd like to support me, you can get a lot of my designs on apparel. They come with a trigger-back guarantee. If you don't trigger liberal, you would get your money back. Well, how was that? And as I said, I was in, 3 police officers I've talked to in this clip, and they were the most cynical. We'll see. All right. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go buy something, throw something to my kitty. God bless you. Pray for me. See you on the streets.